Okay, so we should now we will do another lighting of the Crucible. So I've added more pee from the pee container. It's not fresh pee, it's like very old pee with all sorts of other material and probably life forms. I mean, if I had like a time and patience for rigorous examination, we would have taken like microscopic samples of everything that I add to the Crucible, as I've done in the past with similar experiments. But right now, I try to advance, like, I mean, in more quicker way. And also, I've added material, both liquid and wax, from the one of the aquariums. Like, I mean, you see all the green material, which is should be very rich in life forms. So now, I mean, we have added a ton of life forms to the Crucible, but we don't know if they are of the type that survive fire. So let's see. Let's wait and see. Also, more, I mean, kind of like, I mean, new stuff is that this actually what you see here is, it's not used for the light purpose. I mean, this is part of the symbolic. I mean, it's a bulb, like, you know, as usual for symbols, and it should symbolize some kind of, I mean, alien life form. Because also, I mean, the nature of the light bulb and the red cover, I don't want to get into the symbolic language, and we should add another symbol of the same in the same vein, which will be based. I mean, but before that, let's add turpentine and do it in a very generous way because we want a nice fire. Also here in the smaller one as well, of course. I mean, this bottle is almost done, but there is another small bottle that I have, like that I bought of 250 milliliter, but it should be more than enough for many lightnings because turpentine is very flammable. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Elohai, smechu bo. So now this is the new element. So I'm adding this here, like the scotch here, and the fan on top. And this one on top of the fan. And also we need to mark it with the Neros. So let's just take, I mean, a very, I mean, there is full of Neros here. This is the mode of just, I mean, symbolically. So just a little bit of this here and here and here. Which is great, okay. And also on the light bulb here. And the red blood cell, okay. Okay, we are good. Gute, gute. And maybe just a little more turpentine. Just a little more. Not much. Oh, okay, this is too much. No, okay, no B. And now, of course, we need a cotton because otherwise, I mean, this is of course used like as a thread, you know. Okay, so it looks like we're ready. So we have water here, and we are ready for the ceremonial הדלקה. So now we can remove the symbol, because otherwise I expect it to melt. So let's remove it. Nice fire. Okay, so let's keep it in a minute. We'll take. Let's just close it. So there will be less smell. And in a minute we will take a sample. Oh, I have not prepared the slide. And I should have prepared the slide. Let's do it very quickly now. So just a second, I'll leave it here. So let's take 2 now. I prepared 2. Okay, so we have 2 and now 2 covers. Great. So what should we use? So it's very, handy to use actually the brush, even though it's not, of course, it's incredibly not sterile, but for this purpose, it would be okay. Because otherwise it will be difficult to get material in the right quantity. So what I will do is, I'll start with sanitizing the brush. So this should have killed all regular life forms. I'm preparing marshmallow. Okay? So now let's take the sample and put it on the slides. The slides are right here. One is here and one is right here. And the covers are, this is one. Yes, okay. So let's take it, I will shut this one because it's too much. Okay, so now we have the main crucible, which is the important one. So let's see if we can get material from it. I think I put it on the cover instead of on the slide. Well, shouldn't be that much of a difference. Okay, so this is not a very, rigorously done, but it's a very strong fire and flame. So let's sanitize it. Let's take another sample, maybe from another side. Okay, this is not a good sample. So this brush is done. We have a like secondary fire here that is there to distinguish, and also here. So the rest I will keep it like burning for some time now. And so maybe we should just inspect it straight away. Without a wait. So just I need to put a slide on the you hear the honking every time that I do this, hang like on front of like a table or a closet, because this presumably signify to them that it's kind of like a homosexual activity, like a symbol of homosexual activity, and each time the person that monitors me 24 hours a day, he sees that I'm like doing something that can be interpreted according to his sick mind as a homosexual activity, even just how, bending my body to get something from the table. So, immediately, he presses the button and you hear a honk, or other, some kind of noise from the street. And this is like that for many years. And presumably this is part of the Soviet method that, is proven to convert a person to homosexuality. No, it did not convert me to anything, but, it made me wonder many times, is this man, is this humanity? Is this humanity? So let's put the cover. Okay, so now we can, without any delay, we can get to microscopic work. Let's do it. So I'll remove the gloves. Just a second. Okay, so we have the microscope in our possession, and let's start with, I mean, maybe you should start with, let's start with with this one. Okay, so it's there. Fire still burning, but I'm fine with that. And let's take a look at this fresh sample just from the Crucible. So we definitely see all sorts of Neros, which is nice. This looks like, life form that like in the making, but just a draw like a sketch, not like the body. So certainly we see many Neros, very nice ones. They are they are demonstrably not in the geometric. That this one is very okay. This is so. I just wanted to say that I don't see perfect circles, and just when I was about to say it, we see now 3 very nice circles. So we have those twisted ones and geometric ones. Let's take a look. Deeper look in this one here. Very nice. Nice Neros. Let's get back to 64. Let's zoom in this one because it looks nice. Yeah, very geometric. Let's zoom in even more. Nice. So we see some movement, but not much, like of fluid, which is to be expected. Let's get back to 64 because I cannot see much. Yeah, I mean, so very nice neos. Very nice. Really, I mean, very not only a large quantity, but good-looking ones actually. Like I really like they are very geometric and like fettering and nice. Like I mean, light composition of light from the Stargate. So okay, no, we don't see like I mean interesting life form as we've seen like from the live Crucible sample from before, but we definitely see all sorts of like I mean creations like in the beginning, but it's difficult to say. I mean, what's the intention here? And we see many neos, which is great. Maybe I should have taken the sample. I mean, like later, like I mean now. I mean, it's still burning. Maybe I'll take another sample when I'm done with these two. Just to see, I mean, maybe I mean, I took this sample too early. Okay, so let's do a quick review of the second one. This one is was taken from like I mean from like a very like I mean the whole like I mean brush was in flames and so there isn't much liquid. It's very dry what we see here. I hope it will not hinder like I mean sometimes you see so when there is no liquid it just I mean it's not it doesn't stick like to the cover doesn't stick to the slide and it's getting loose and so maybe we don't use the maximum magnification so the lens will not touch I mean it's far from perfect now but shit. Okay, so the problem is that the cover is not stuck because there is no liquid. But let's see. I mean, if you can actually see something anyway, get something from this slide anyway. But the problem of focus because it's not stuck. It's not. I mean, actually, there are very interesting stuff here. I mean, but it will be a problem to focus because I mean, it's the cover is too loose. And it's a shame because I mean, it seems like there are some like nice things there. Maybe like even another life form. I don't know what we actually see. Certainly many neos, and this is nice. Many neos. So I needed to take care of. I mean, there will always be some liquid. I mean, even if, especially when it's taken right from the crucible. So, I mean, just I mean, all the liquid evaporates. I mean, so, and it's, I mean, in backlight microscopy, in this kind of microscopy, you need like a liquid medium. If it's too dry, I mean, it's a problem. Unless it's kind of like I mean, a prepared slide. I mean, so it's okay. But I mean, For authentic slides, I mean, mostly in real liquid. Not always, but many times. This is a very nice Neo. And the light from the Stargate, I mean, phenomenon is very clear here and very nice. Seems to me that maybe we'll see here, like, I mean, that the ideas mostly, in at least that part of the Crucible, were occupied in creating clones of themselves, because we see many Neos and many what I call duds, which are Neos that are not perfectly created, and I mean, they will, even if they are preserved in perfect condition, they will die in a couple of hours, and because they were taken from, like, I have a lot of experience with the duds from the electrolysis stamp that I like when you do, normally with almost any electrolysis experiment, I mean, successful one, you see them in the creation of, like, I mean, a huge amount of Neos, but most of them are duds, but still, I mean, what's left is still a huge amount, like, I mean, that's why, I mean, it was eventually very successful after, of course, a lot of adjustments, many adjustments, but the reason for the duds is because, I mean, first of all, you take it from I mean, the chamber while it works. So I mean, naturally there will be some that are, I mean, on the way. But also, I think that, I mean, it's you see more duds in the electrolysis chambers than in the Crucible, because the issue with the separation of the molecules, to different set of molecules, I mean, it creates constant instability in the electrolysis chambers, and I think that, I mean, it's my theory that it hinders, I mean, the process of the Neos of cloning themselves using the energy from the electrolysis. But maybe I'm wrong. It's a hypothesis. Oh, is this a knife or, like, I don't know what it is? A bone? Certainly a huge life form here, very nice one. But it seems that they were very, I mean, occupied in creating, like, just Neos, which is great. I mean, I'm fine with that. Oh, so this is it. Tons of Neos, very nice. So, and a huge life form, like a snake or a worm. Okay, so interesting. Not as groundbreaking as the one that we've taken, like, with the before, like with all the the huge life forms, but insects. But I mean, in itself, it's very good. Like, I mean, yes, we've demonstrated that. I mean, even when the sample is taken, I mean, straight, like, from the firing pit, and just as you see, without even, like, any stop, like, directly to the microscope, like, like, straight to the table, as they say, and you see many Neos, so they're having fun in the fire. And maybe I'll take 2 more samples, but before the fire stops. But I'll do it, like, in, like, 5 or 10 minutes, and let it, like, burn for a while. But still, I will take, like, live sample when it's, like, the fire is still ongoing. Even though it must be said that, I mean, after the initial kind of, like, I mean, curiosity, actually, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not really that different. I mean, if you take it, like, directly from the I mean, the burning, like, liquid, or if you stop the fire and wait, like, 5 minutes to the smoke to disappear, and then you take the sample. I mean, what's the great difference? I mean, yeah, I mean, it should. I mean, it's nice to establish that. I mean, even that. I mean, just, I mean, for the novelty, but I mean, is it, like, I mean, qualitatively different? I mean, if you take it, I mean, straight from the fire when it's burning, or if you stop the fire, let, like, the smoke disappear 5 minutes and then take it. I mean, is it that different? I'm not. I mean, I'll gladly accept your opinion on the matter. As I always say, first of all, I'm open to suggestions and the commentary. I do not, like, hold the usual disgusting, like, position of the people of the Israeli intelligence, that if you accept advice or if you listen to advice, you are easy to influence, like, I mean, so, and you're, like, weak, so you shouldn't, like, not only not accept any advice, but you shouldn't even listen to any advice. This is ridiculous. I mean, why? I mean, you should listen and do whatever you want with it. I mean, critically judge it. So, but this is, I mean, tremendously more true in everything that related to the life sciences, and specifically to the science, and moreover like the technical like expertise of the laboratory expertise of handling microscopy, which is of course pertinent to what I do like in the last 7 months, and I had no experience with that. And so I mean, these kind of advices that are given by people that have background in like academic background in the life science, and even more importantly and very importantly, like technicians or laboratory person, or just researchers that they did like they have hand-on experience with microscopy work. It can be very beneficial to get their advice, because they are used to even if they deal with completely different material, most probably they deal because the material that I deal with is completely literally out of this world. Still, the technical expertise of identifying seeing in the microscopic scale, and handling a sample is very important, and I will gladly get any kind of comment along these lines.